economic imperative, slavery. We can also talk, by the way, about the economic determinants that also structured the emergence of European anti-Semitism. And Fanon always talked about anti-Semitism, anti-Jewish hatred, and anti-black hatred as being on parallel tracks, although they're very different realities. We can take that up in discussion if you want to hear more about it. But what Fanon also sees is that while racism may owe its origins to economic, political determinations, you can't stop there, because racism takes on a life of its own and over time structures our way of seeing each other without us being even aware of it, such that it sinks into our psyche, it sinks into our soul, and it predetermines how we see each other. How we see each other is actually structured in such a way that we internalize this racialist categories. And as a result of this racism that we internalize, we then begin to think of each other in terms of race instead of who we are as individual human beings. So, as I had said yesterday in another talk, according to Fanon, it's not race that creates racism. It's racism that creates race. Race is a socially constructed, arbitrary conception of a certain way of seeing that's a product of racial determinations. But his main point is to focus on where Marx himself did not go on this question, and that is to look at the psychic impact of racism upon the living individual. What does it do to you when you are seen or predetermined in terms of epidermal considerations? What does it do to your sense of self-esteem? What does it do to your sense of your relationships to other people? What does it do to gender relations? What does it do to a sense of your falling into an inferiority complex? These are the issues that Fanon was very